Like I say, from two or three different a couple different mines. Once I got the hydropower going and I got everything going, um, people began to fear Lucifer. People began to fear Germany. Um, not the good people. Good people loved Germany because, like I said, you never knew when or where Germany would show up. We would hear of something bad happening, and like I said, we had a stronghold. Germany was like a fortress of everything. Like I said, I had invented flight and everything else, and Germany had embraced the Führer and embraced the leader. And so we had built a stronghold, and we had created, using the advanced metal and advanced sciences, and Germany was like, yes, this is the way of the future. And I mean, in a cool way. I mean, they love to Germans love to get theatrical with things too, and because it was glorious, and we would, like I said, Germany would show up and inspection, and there was no stopping them. It's like, do you want to die? Like there was no stopping them. There was no stopping me. They had a true leader. And so they would come and they would inspect. And they would just see what you are doing here. Like, they would say, we shall see what you are doing here. And they would look, and if and they would look at the charges, and they would look at everything else, and they would go, The Germans would go, like, and everyone was like, because it's like, I mean, Germans were very fair, just as fair as me, and just as rational as me. We use ration and reason here. We do not just make arbitrary judgments. And they were like that. Nice, beautiful leather. And the girls would be like, because, I mean, Germany was glorious. Glorious. I mean, beautiful tanks, the best made machines ever. And everybody wanted to be a German. Everyone. Because, they had the best food, they had the best clothes, they had the best wine, and we earned what we have. And they're like that. They were exactly like that. They really loved to get into it. They really got into the hero role. They were really epic. They were epic, and they knew they were epic, and they were going to be epic. With reason and sanity. And so things like Devil's Island or any of these other places where people were messing around or being punished, it's like, unchain him. He is innocent. They would go and they would look at the charges, and they would look at everything, and those people that were like, I'm innocent, help, let me out, let me out. They like I said, Germany had all the information. They had films, they had everything, and they would go through and they would go, we shall see who this person truly really is, and they would inject them with drugs, of course, and then they would tell, like, you will all be telling the truth in a minute. We will find the truth, and Germany was like that, and that's why everyone hated them, and everyone was scared of Germany, because there was no bribing. You cannot bribe us. Because we have everything we need already. And they were really like, they were superstars. They had their own equipment. We have our own equipment. And they had everything, and they would be like, your games have no whatever with us. And everyone loved Germany. Because they had pride, they had honor, they had laws, they had everything. They were a modern day civilization, and they even said we are a modern day civilization. We are the future, and they were. They had night scopes, infrared, they had scientists working away, and they paid and treated their scientists right. They did not chain them. We do not chain our scientists or our workers to the floor. everyone wanted, nobody broke the laws mostly because life was so good in Germany. Cars everywhere, nice clothes everywhere. Everybody wanted to be in Germany. Everyone wanted to be in Germany. People would line up. It's like, well, I guess you can now become a German citizen. And people were like, really? It's like, yes. If you were found to be worthy, then you could become a German citizen. And only a few could become German citizens, and you had to be really, really like there was a line for Germany. Like everyone wanted to get into Germany. So I mean, it was a glorious time for me. It was a glorious time for them. Like we were making a difference. And so all the other people that would whip people, they hated me. They hated Germany. Absolutely hated us because they'd be like, well, we think there's something to be found here. And they'd go there and like usually people are like, help us, and so, ships would show up, first one ship or two ships, and then all of a sudden, armada, German armada. And there was no stopping them. It's like, they would use night scopes and everything else, and people would be like, how could they see us? Because all you had to do is shoot at Germany once. And then it's like, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him. And then we would roll on the beach. And everywhere. It was glorious. It was glorious. And then we would walk in there and be like, so what is going on here? And, we'd have the submarine. We had the submarines. We had everything. So, and some people would be freed. Some people wouldn't. They would be like, well, we think your charges are valid, so you will not be leaving today. And they would, and those guilty people would have to stay. We would use lie detector tests and drugs and stuff like that. And we got to the bottom of it. And it's like, yes. And we wouldn't gloat or anything. It's like, they were just taking the facts. And so, like I say, there's a lot of people, Rasputin, a lot of people were like, like all psycho because anytime they tried to do anything, anytime they tried to lie, it's like, Germany is here, and it's like, you turn around and it's like, like you're like walking along and suddenly you get a Germany is here, like, ah! Like everyone was scared. Anyone who broke the law or did anything wrong was scared of Germany because, they used reason and you couldn't bribe them. You could throw as much money at Germany as you wanted, and it just bounced off their chests because they had everything they wanted. They had ships, they had farms, they had everything. They had modern day civilization. We do not need your money. So they couldn't be bribed. It was like, they were like Superman. It's like we only come here because we hear cries for help. And that's basically what they did. I mean, they're like America. They had everything they could ever want. So they were just doing a service for the rest of the world. So like I said, Rasputin hated Germany. Anyone doing anything bad hated Germany. So, like I said, and nobody could do anything particularly wrong because as soon as you started, it's like, it's Germany! Like a wave. And it was glorious. Like people were like, Germany, oh. The world is a better place with them around. And they were. And Germany would not fall because they were like a super fortress. So, anyway, and I was a part of that. And I was happy too. I was like, yes. So I was like, ruff, 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 go, forward. I was like, Lucifer, forward. And it was glorious. Like I say, it was wonderful. Anyway, so I love Germans. I absolutely love them. They were, they fought to the death. They fought to the very end. And they knew they had done something worth doing. That was the whole point. So, anyway, yeah. Liars be damned.